All right, as I'm getting mushed, welcome to the Volvo Sports Webcast.
He telling me to watch my language. I'll watch it right out of my mouth.
It's time to breathe again, y'all. And so here we are live on the Volvo Sports Webcast, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. You see us together, Patrick and Charles. Aaron, good to see you in. And hopefully we can provide some laughs for you after the last week. Sorry to hear that the last week didn't go well, but we'll do our best to go ahead and provide a little comic relief for you.
Well, then there you go, Charles. Watch my language. Gotta say something.
No. I didn't say not.
We gotta let it go.
No, I didn't say not talk.
Charles, focus on this. I'll focus on everything.
No, I didn't say not talk. Don't twist the words here, Patrick. Don't do it. And so, you know, I didn't say that.
It doesn't matter. It's not what you say. It's how we perceive it.
Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry you received that wrongly. But
don't be sorry. Just be ready.
Always ready. But before we get to some of this NFL news that is just coming out with the Bills and the Broncos and Bill Belichick, let's talk a little bit about the Super Bowl matchup we have in front of us. Now, we'll make the picks for them next week. We have 2 weeks to talk about the Super Bowl. But
I'm my pick right now.
No, Patrick, you don't listen to anything. I said no spoiler alerts. Now, you want to be a rebel now? You want to be a rebel all of a sudden, huh?
There you go. Seattle.
You're trash. Anyway, you are trash for that. Not trash. You're trash, dude. You know, like.
Hold on, Charles.
Yeah.
All right, is it?
Don't sit there and tease it now. You know, stop it. But with this matchup between the Seahawks and the Patriots, I don't think, based off of how the season has gone, that anyone really should be surprised at this result. So, of course, we came through. Both of us had the Ravens and Eagles going to the Super Bowl. Of course,
that didn't happen. We're wrong.
Yeah, and I'm sure a lot of us are wrong when it comes to who is in the Super Bowl. But the Seahawks and the Patriots have risen up. They are here, to a lot of people's surprise. But look, Seattle was the number 1 seed in the NFC. Blasted us as in the San Francisco 49ers, like I played for them, but we got blasted by them. And then they had a really hard-earned victory over the LA Rams, 31-27 to get there. Sam Darnold came through in the clutch, and there was a question about Sam if he was going to be able to get through. Aaron says the only Super Bowl my Cardinals have gotten to since 2008 was located in the basement next to a urinal. Aaron,
hey,
so sorry about that.
Hey, bro, at least they made it. Mine can't even find the urinal.
Well, no. That, never mind. I'm not going to bring that up. I don't want you to feel more salty.
Hey, look, look. I'm gonna do clickbait right here. Way too early. Next Super Bowl prediction: Jets Cardinals. Let's go. Might as well, because you don't know who's gonna be. Look the way the season went this year.
I was gonna bring up the time where y'all did the '98 time. Oh no, that's not in our relevancy.
All right, it's not relevant.
Sorry. All right. I know which one is relevant though.
It is. We're not gonna talk about it.
I'm not gonna bring it up.
When was that?
Nope.
No. Let's talk about it. What year was that?
No.
What year, Charles?
No. Is it gonna lead to you being all salty?
No. I'll look it up. I can't remember what year it was, but I'm going to look it up right now.
It's 2016. So
we still got 5 years before it's not relevant. Never mind.
Aaron said that's like saying UMass versus New Hampshire.
Hey. I'm just saying.
But the Patriots in particular will be just follow us because it will be a theme. because we are going to talk about some of these coaching hires. And with New England, you got Mike Vrabel in his first year coaching that team. That was a 4-win team last year. And here they are in the Super Bowl in a year. So,
hey, man, shout out to my boy Jose. Shout out to my boy Jose. He's a Patriots fan, and I'm just like, man, y'all couldn't suck for like 4 more years. Y'all just couldn't suck. Y'all just had to go straight into like winning again.
And so, Aaron.
So what's other teams a bone for a crying out loud, dude? God.
So Aaron, there is hope for the Cardinals, who are still searching for a head coach.
Yeah, so, you might get Bill Belichick from Carolina. And dude, you know what would piss me off? You know what would piss me off? If the Cardinals hired Mike Tomlin, I'd be so mad. I'd be like, ah.
He said Mike Vrabel has done such a good job. It's like one of those another unrealistic standards for coaches. Exactly. And because that is the thing that people are going to look at. And look, Patrick, you know us, man. We're not out to say don't shoot for the stars. Go high. Do your thing. And if you you can reach that level, go
ask Tom Brady and see if he'll do a hire.
Aaron says we're interviewing Ron Rivera, who didn't even know he could get eliminated that one time. I remember that press conference.
You probably think he can get eliminated now. I'm Cardinals. Since when? I don't know. I can't get eliminated.
He said football do, but yes, that is when people hire these coaches, you know they are going to circle New England and what Mike Vrabel did in that year. That is an outlier, y'all. It does not normally happen that way. But you catch some lightning in the bottle. You have a quarterback and the Buffalo Bills. We're going to get on them in a moment. But you got a quarterback.
Nettie did it? Everybody is circling those two coaches right now. Everybody.
Yeah, Mike Macdonald, same thing. He's in his second year with Seattle. So, I mean, you have these quick turnaround stories. Although Seattle last year was a 10-win team, they just didn't make the playoffs. It was just that oddity of what
that was a tough division last year. That was a very tough division.
Yeah, and the NFC, I mean, you had 13-win teams, 12-win teams. I think the Lions went 15-2. I mean, the Vikings were 14-3 and had to go on the road. So last year with Sam Darnold. And here's Sam Darnold again. I mean, he's here ready to play a Super Bowl. It wasn't too long ago that people were throwing him away. And now here he is as a Super Bowl quarterback. Drake May, his second year, and he is in the Super Bowl. I mean, that's wild.
Dude, I do want to say this, though. Mm-hmm. It helps Sam Darnold to have a wide receiver like JSN to run routes the way he's running. Dude, I don't remember him being that well of a route runner, even in Ohio State. I mean, those routes that he played on Sunday were the most crisp routes I have ever seen in my life. He never dipped his shoulders, nothing, just ran. And nobody knew what he was doing. The only person that knew what he was doing was him, and Sam Darnold, I think, looked shocked on that one touchdown he had. I think Sam Darnold looked shocked that he was that wide open. Because I looked and I was like, what? How did he even get in the back like that without somebody noticing? That's crisp route running. Dude, that is the best route runner in NFL right now.
He's so I remember those days in Ohio State, and for those who don't remember, he was the slot receiver there in Ohio State. Mm-hmm. Remember, they had Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave there at the same time. But even those two, I remember the interview they had on ESPN, and even those two guys said JSN is probably the best receiver out of the group. Because and I can also tell just by the games they were playing, when CJ Stroud, who was the quarterback at that time, God, that Ohio State team was loaded, dude. When I think about it,
it was loaded.
But when CJ Stroud needed a money catch that I have a third down that I need to convert, or I need to find a way to get this touchdown, it was JSN. It was Jackson Smith, but he was going to. Yes, Garrett Wilson was a big play guy. Chris Olave was a big play guy, but
who was the guy that caught the one-handed catch in the game? Was it JSN?
Yeah,
Dude.
Yeah, right out of bounds. Yeah.
Oh my god. I watched that. I rewound it and watched that catch like 4 times. I was like, it was just so freaking beautiful. Like, take his left arm and break it. Whatever. It don't matter. Just catch it with one hand. Whatever. Take his leg, break him. It don't matter.
And that's the thing. When you have a guy like that, that definitely makes things easier for the quarterback. Cooper Kupp. I mean, Cooper Kupp was a Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah.
so he's catching passes as well. So you have a nice 1-2 tandem there, and the tight ends are solid. Kenneth Walker running the ball well for Seattle. Their defense is very aggressive. I mean, the Rams did give them some problems, but the Rams offense is going to give everybody some problems. There's a lot of weapons on that Rams offense.
Yeah. And dude, Matthew Stafford is just pinpoint with his throws. Who was it that he had that one throw to right along the right down the sidelines? They ended up on the 1 yard line.
Yeah.
Who was it that he threw?
Devontae Adams.
Devontae Adams. Man, what a throw, dude. Caught him, like, defense looked back, went like this, and the ball goes right under his arm into it. I was like, what a throw. I mean, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. That was such a good game, man. Just defense.
Very good quarterback.
Very good quarterback play. Defenses were playing their asses off, dude. I can't take anything away from those defenses. It's just, you get some of those games sometimes where it's just like, man, that was great defense on both sides of the ball. That defense was phenomenal on both sides. It's just, you know how we always say in basketball, man, that was great defense, just better offense. It took better offense for those teams to score 27 and 31 points, dude. I mean, the offenses were just, there had to be no mistakes whatsoever. And there was very few on offense on both teams. I mean, it was taking stellar performances on offense because those defenses showed up, dude. I mean, it was a phenomenal game.
Yeah, and you had that over there on the NFC side. And over on the AFC side, it just turned into a snowstorm in Denver. And so there wasn't much getting done on the offensive end.
No, it's just straight defense.
Yeah.
Run the ball and give the ball back to the other team. And, dude, can you imagine how many times that punter and those kickers had to kick the ball? It's like kicking a brick. I would have been like, nah, dude, I'm going to give you my 2-week notice right now. Nah, you know what? I straight up quit. I ain't kicking that football. Not with those shoes. No, I need steel-toed boots.
Steel-toed boots. You know, that might actually hurt it more.
Probably. Probably by the time you kick it, because you know steel-toed boots are meant to cut your toes off, right? You kick it and your toes will be like, and the ball just goes like this. Oh my God, I could only imagine. I would never be a kicker in winter, bro. I'd be a kicker in Tampa, but I would not be a kicker in Denver. Hey, Patrick, you're getting traded to Denver. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. We already traded you for 3 first-round draft picks. Trade them back.
Or did you already sign the retirement paperwork before the trade?
I'll be like, I quit. I'm not kicking in the snow. No. I'll kick it one time, and I've told you. I've told you this conversation several times. I'll play in the snow for about 5 minutes. After that, this shit needs to melt. I ain't talking. Get away with it. I don't want it.
So yeah, so both teams were sitting there. There was a lot of people who were criticizing the play calls with Denver. So Sean Payton, remember Denver was up 7-0. They had a chance to kick a field goal, and they decided not to kick the field goal. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, and of course they lost by 3. Now there were other plays there. I mean, Denver had some special teams issues as it was. There was another field goal that was partially blocked in the 4th quarter.
Again, you're kicking a brick.
Yeah. New England missed a field goal as well, so it was tough. Some tough conditions they were dealing with as the snow picked up there in Denver. But New England found a way to get it done when Drake May had to make some plays. It wasn't pretty. I mean, he didn't even have 100 yards throwing, but he made some very crucial runs, including the one
that very last one to get that to seal the win.
Mm-hmm.
That was an 8-9 yard run.
Yep.
All around to the left.
Yep. And so so there's our matchup. Now look, again, we have 2 weeks to talk about this, so we'll dive more into it next week. But salute to the Seahawks and Patriots for getting here in this crazy NFL season where there were a lot of surprises. And with this matchup, I think that is the perfect top off because neither one of these teams were expected to be there, maybe improve, maybe get to the playoffs. But this is our Super Bowl matchup, and I think it should be a very good game.
Oh, yeah.
So let's look into some of these coaching hires, a little questionable, and then some other coaching news that came on through. We're going to start with the Pittsburgh Steelers hire.
Oh,
Hey, Patrick. Hey, you brought it up. Patrick, you brought it up before.
I know I brought it up, but God, what a crappy hire, dude.
So
I went coachless instead.
So the Steelers decided to go with Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy, of course, was when he was still coaching. He last coached for the Dallas Cowboys for a few seasons. And of course, before that, he had coached the Green Bay Packers, won that Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers at quarterback back in 2010. Not quite in the relevancy stage. So, but wait a minute, is it 15 years, right?
It's 15 years. So if it's in the 15 year, it's still relevant. It's when it just turns over to the 16th year.
So he's on the cusp.
We have rules. Relevancy. Because we got tired. I will have, so let's explain it, Charles. The reason why we have a relevancy rule. It's 15 years. We did think about going to 12 a couple of months back, but it just got to the point where it's just everybody was coming on here and talking about, oh yeah, I remember when my Chicago Cubs won 100 years ago. I'm like, that's not even relevant. It's like that doesn't even count. Not anymore. You know what I mean? So we put in a rule that says 15 years and anything after 15 years is irrelevant. You got to talk with the relevant years. We might move it to 12. I don't know yet because, college football has a 12 team playoff, so we might move it to 12. But if they go to 24, then we might move it to 10 because I can't take all of this. Oh, my team won back in 1994. Don't care. Do not care.
So yeah. So Mike McCarthy. So that's basically on the cusp. Because that was in 2010, and he gets hired now as the Steelers head coach, replacing Mike Tomlin. After Tomlin, he was there since 2007. So he is the 4th coach the Steelers have had since 1969, and McCarthy, what I think happened here, so he's from the Pittsburgh area, and I think there is that angle that probably helped him get the job. I don't know how much this is. I don't know if this is even really an improvement. And the
Oh
Steelers.
no, this is a degress, bro.
And so with the Steelers, so let me say this too. The Steelers also have other issues there. So
I like quarterback.
Well, the roster. Let's figure out the roster first.
Yeah.
Because this is where the New England thing is really going to mess people up. Because, of course, the Steelers, with their high expectations, they are at this moment tied for the most Super Bowl wins with the Patriots. Of course, we'll see what happens with the Patriots in a couple of weeks. But the Steelers do have 6 Super Bowls, and they're going to have the expectation that Mike McCarthy can bring them closer to a Super Bowl title. But that roster has some issues as well. And I think that's what's not being discussed when it comes to the Steelers. This is an old, aging roster here. The offensive line is in shambles. They can't run block consistently. They can't pass protect consistently. The receivers are hit or miss. The tight ends, they have some good tight ends, but if you can't protect the passer, they're probably not going to get a whole bunch of opportunities. They got Darnell Washington, the 6'7" dude, out of where, Patrick?
You know where he's from.
I just want you to say it. Okay. Oh, thank you. That's all I was waiting for. And so you got Darnell Washington, and then
hey, what was that commercial?
I still laugh every time I see that commercial. But
everybody knows where he's from. What is he, like 12 foot? 12?
Yeah, I mean, this is a 6'7", 6'8" tight end, man. So he's a big.
They need to utilize him though. That's the problem. They don't utilize him.
Right, and so and it's hard when you don't have pass protection. I don't care what quarterback they have in there. And I bring that up because they were talking about, well, Mike McCarthy is coach. He might be able to talk Aaron Rodgers to come in back for another season. Why would you want that? Why would you want
that?
So,
well, right there to tell you, that's a bad hire.
Yeah,
that would have to be one of the interview questions. I would have to sit across from them and be like, who do you want for quarterback? Oh, I'd love for Aaron Rodgers to come back. I'm sorry, but we're going to move in a different direction. Thank you for your time. I just end it right there. We're going to move in a different direction.
Have a good day.
Have a great day. So, I am not putting up with that crap. Retire, dude. This dude has been in the league for what, 51, 52 years? I'm like, just retire, bro.
So, yeah, and then on the defensive end, yeah, you have TJ Watt, but he's starting to age a little bit. You have Cameron Hayward. He's getting up there in age. And the secondary is hit or miss. When they play good, they're pretty good. But, man, if they're not hitting, there's some bust. There's some bust in that secondary, man. And so the Steelers need to figure out this roster first. Like Aaron said earlier, and you have pointed out also, Patrick, the Patriots, because of what Mike Vrabel has done, there's going to be teams who are going to say, oh, well, if the Patriots can do it, we can do it too.
Yeah, hey, and who better to do it than Mike McCarthy? Come on now. Come on, you know better. Hey, anybody that said that should just be slapped. Like, I mean, you know what? I'm gonna put it on both sides of my hand.
I look at this as one of those safe hires. Pittsburgh is going to make sure they have somebody who could keep things stable. Now, Mike McCarthy, if we're going to look at the totality of the record he has a good record as a coach. I don't know if he is that guy who is going to necessarily take you to the next level. I get it. I know. He does have a Super Bowl title. I know. But we can't continue to live in 2010. There has to be some sort of an evolution process. And when he was with the Cowboys in particular, there were many times. Yes, you can have 12-win seasons. You could do good during the regular season. When you get into the playoffs, teams are going to know your tendencies. So where's your plan B? Where's your C, D, and E plan? It can't be we have plan A. Oh, the other team has stopped our plan A. Well, we just have to execute better with plan A. No,
don't worry. Well, and then on top of that, I mean, like, I also have to put this out there. He was coaching at Dallas, dude, and we all know Jerry Jones has his hand in the play calls. We all know that. Dude, he's got his hand somewhere in that team somewhere. Whether that's a voice on a radio twice a week for the past 15 years or something. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I do give McCarthy this. He was fighting an uphill battle in Dallas. I'll give him that. I really do truly feel that he never really had full control of everything on that team. He will in Pittsburgh because Pittsburgh is a very hands-off organization. You know what I mean? We all know that. I mean, like, look at the last 3 coaches over the past 40 years. You know what I mean? It's 50 years, actually, 50, 60 years. It's very hands-off. And you know, and be honest with you, McCarthy probably needs this as stability in his life anyway, because we know that Pittsburgh's not going to fire him. Or at least they're not going to fire him for the next 20 years. You know what I mean? So
we'll give him 10.
Well, I'll give him 12. I'll give him 12. Because at a certain point, he's going to be ready to retire. And on a truthful note, like on a serious note, what is he? 55?
63.
Okay, so he's 63. So, yeah, okay. 75. That'd be a perfect time for him to retire and live out his days in Pittsburgh and watch Aaron Rodgers continue to play football, even though he's very irrelevant in the sport. Yeah.
There, my bad. 62.
62. So I'll give him 13 years. 75. He'll retire at 75 and call it a wrap. Don't get me wrong. I still don't like the hire. Horrible hire. I don't like it. Because I don't think Pittsburgh is going. I don't think that moves the needle for Pittsburgh. And the reason why I say that I don't think it moves the needle for Pittsburgh is because I know for a fact he is an advocate of keeping Aaron Rodgers there. And if Aaron Rodgers leaves, then he's probably going to go try to get Ben Roethlisberger.
It's a safe hire. Yeah. I mean that's what I think. This is a hire that is to steady the ship a little bit. The Steelers are gonna look for somebody who has I guess if you want to call I guess you can call it a proven resume. You can call it that for Mike McCarthy. He's coached long enough to where he has some skin in the game, and he does have that Super Bowl title. And you know, hey, if you got a Super Bowl title, then that's gonna boost some eyebrows.
It's a very good addition to your resume, absolutely.
And so
even though it was 15 years ago.
So that's how I look at that hire. Nothing too flashy. Something that's going to be a little bit of a ship stabilizer, and that is a valid point about having a little bit of having less hands in Pittsburgh than what you have to deal with in Dallas. And so we'll see what he can bring. Does he bring a better offensive scheme? Because we do know in the last few years with Mike Tomlin, the offense was at best sporadic, at best. So maybe with him being more of an offensive play caller, he can bring the offense up a little bit. We have to see who his defensive coordinator is, because again, that roster in general needs some work. So yeah, I'm with you overall. I don't know if that really moves the needle there, but the Steelers need to do something with these draft picks and free agency and figure out how to get this roster straightened out.
And if they're going to keep Aaron Rodgers, they have got to find a way to keep him upright. They've got to. That's the only way that, because if Aaron Rodgers, regardless, and it doesn't matter who the quarterback is, it's hard to throw a ball when you're laying on your back.
Yeah, and so if they don't address the offensive line, it's going to be Yeah, a lot of the same problems. Probably 9-8, 10-7, and then getting bounced out in the wild card.
If they're smart, they'll pick up a couple of them from Indiana because them boys can freaking play.
In Baltimore, so they went and got the defensive coordinator from the LA Chargers, Jesse Minter. So what I think this hire says is, I think Baltimore is trying to create a little bit of what they had with Mike Macdonald there. Of course, Mike Macdonald was the defensive coordinator there before taking the head coaching job in Seattle. And you see the success he's having there. Baltimore's defensive identity, because that's what the Ravens and the Steelers, for that matter, they are known, and they have built their reputation on their defenses. That really hasn't been the case with either one of the teams, definitely not in Baltimore. Baltimore has been pretty leaky in a lot of cases, and guys have been in and out of the lineup. I mean, Kyle Hamilton, who's a beast safety, he can get hurt occasionally, and when he's out, it's like Baltimore forgot how to defend the passes. A lot of big plays happen. So they figured they bring this defensive coordinator in that can straighten that out. So now, who is your offensive coordinator? Because you do have Lamar Jackson on the other side, who is going to work with him and make sure he can create some of the things that has brought him back to, or that has helped him win 2 MVP awards. Of course, Lamar Jackson occasionally has problems staying healthy himself. Mm-hmm. So he has to be able to be on the field for all 17 games and give Derrick Henry his 25 carries. All right.
Yeah, I mean, that's where it starts, Charles, right there. Because you just beat me to it. I was going to let you finish, but you just beat me to it. You can't continue to let Lamar Jackson keep running the ball when you got Derrick Henry behind him. That doesn't make sense to fake a handoff to Derrick Henry so that Lamar Jackson can run the ball while Derrick Henry blocks for you. No, you give it to the bigger guy and let him run down here. It just never made sense to me, that offense, and how they never utilized Derrick Henry appropriately.
Yeah, like, what did you sign him for? If you're not going to give him his carries, why is he there? And look, I mean, and Derrick Henry, he keeps himself in phenomenal shape. I'm sure a lot of y'all have seen his training clips. I mean, he's a monster.
He's a monster.
But hey, he is starting to get up there in age as well. He's in his 30s. So to me, that's even more of a reason. You have him there. He is still at peak Derrick Henry, if you ask me. So ride that out as long as possible. Get back to being what your identity is. Just like the Steelers, of course, the Ravens had John Harbaugh there for a while, since 2008, and now they're looking for a new head coach. Same thing as what we were talking about in Pittsburgh. Jesse Minter will have the room to do what he has to do. That ownership group with Steve Bisciotti and then the general manager, Eric DaCosta, they're a lot like Pittsburgh in terms of being hands off. The coach will have the ability to do the things that he needs to. He won't have to deal with them coming through, being on the radio and stuff. Aaron had pointed out, he said it's his recovery, which is more impressive. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
absolutely. But it starts with his regimen every single day, and that's the reason why he can recover the way he does. You know, I mean, it probably involves pickle juice. Just saying.
Pickle juice.
You know, down by pickle juice, man.
Hey, pickle juice is good. Hey, that is one of your ultimate cramp deniers.
Yeah. I have pickle juice over Gatorade any day.
That and stretching. Gotta stretch.
Yeah, that and stretching. But I'm sure Derrick Henry does a lot more than drink pickle juice and stretch.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, dude, I'm 43, and I will tell you, that's a lot of what I do. Not a spring chicken anymore, man. People do some stretch.
I love how that is catching on with you, Patrick. We're not spring chickens anymore.
No, it's taken me a while because I mean, Patrick, you're not a spring chicken anymore. Why are you out there playing football with a bunch of high schoolers?
No,
because I ain't gonna take that crap from them. I'm gonna hit them.
No, Patrick. It was your training 7 days out of the 7 days of the week and getting no rest.
That did it too. Whatever, Charles. Whatever. Point out all my flaws. There you go.
You're more than welcome to call me trash and garbage. I did that earlier, so
yeah. I rested though at night.
There's a couple of other things.
You don't keep that sexy if you're out here doing nothing.
That's true. With Buffalo. So the Bills, they had hired some people. They even brought Phillip Rivers in for an interview.
Yeah, I heard about that.
But
thank you for coming in, but we're going to move in a different direction.
Yeah. But they decided to promote their offensive coordinator, Joe Brady, to the job as head coach. Patrick, I'm not sure how I feel about that one. I don't.
Let's see. I will say let's see. I feel better about that than the McCarthy hire. Dude, I do not like that at all.
I mean,
worst.
I feel like this when it comes to this promotion. They brought in all these other people. I mean, there was, I don't know, 4 or 5 candidates they had brought in to be the head coach to see where that was going. And then they said, all right, well, Phillip Rivers pulled his name out of there. I forget who some of the other candidates were. I'm sure some of them who've done already taken head coaching jobs, if they knew the Bills was coming open, they probably would have wanted to see what was up with the Bills. Mm-hmm. But it's almost like they interviewed these people and they didn't like what was going on there. And that could have went either way. I mean, this whole Keon Coleman thing that's going on with Sean McDermott and who wanted him there, that's a wild adventure in and of itself. Mm-hmm. Between him and the GM, Brandon Beane. But it's almost like, all right, these other guys might not like us. I guess we'll go ahead and promote the OC to head coach. That's kind of how it feels.
Yeah, and it kind of seems like that's how it went. Like they interviewed all these people and they're like, hey, Phillip, how do you feel? I'm going to pass. What are you going to do? I'm going to take a high school head coaching job because I am not dealing with that crap. Just not doing it. And then all the other ones are like, all right, fine, we'll just promote this guy. And he's like, I knew I was getting the job to begin with. He got the job because the other 7 passed on it.
I think
I kind of feel the same way you feel about that whole situation.
Yeah, because I want to say Brian Daboll, who of course was the Giants coach, and before that he was the offensive coordinator for Buffalo. So I think he was one of the people. Let me see. Aaron says,
yes,
I remember the puppy jacket.
Yeah, I would have thrown a challenge flag on the field right then and said, I need to trade him. Right then, I would have said it. We got to trade him.
I remember that press conference.
I remember that. I completely forgot about it until you said it, and then I was like, "That's right, he did do that."
Aaron coming through again as he always does. I remember that, man. Yeah, that puppy jacket was pretty.
No, it was nice. It was nice.
Kind of alarming.
It was. Yeah. I liked it. I was like, but again, when you're talking about your jacket over your skills.
Yeah, do you have the skills?
Do you have the skills? This is jacket. What do I need skills for?
Oh, goodness. So
yeah. I'll trade you for 3 4th-round draft picks for this jacket. This guy in this jacket. Well, 3? 4th-round draft picks for the jacket and 1 4th-round draft pick for him.
Cash consideration. Cash considerations.
Look, and I'll give you 50 cents to go with it.
Yeah.
This beer off of my hand. I don't need this crap. It was a nice jacket. I will say that it was a nice jacket.
But I told you, he said he looked like one of those plastic jug barrel coolers from the 90s, lemonade flavor. Yo, you remember that song, Lemonade? Aaron.
God, see, when Aaron doesn't show up too much, I'm like, who's going to keep us in check? That's all I'm saying. Who's going to make sure we remember all these things that happen?
Oh, you know what? That is funny. Aaron. That
we haven't been clapping in a couple of weeks, have we?
Yeah, that's true. But also, and then we'll get to some of this Broncos news. But dude, another thing with the Bills, now you have a team in your division that just made the Super Bowl. And Drake May, 2nd year, made the Super Bowl. Josh Allen has not made a Super Bowl yet. I'm sorry, Josh. Sorry, you've been a beast. I mean, you've been a beast. You've been the Superman cape, but your team has not made a Super Bowl yet. And you have a team in your division that's literally passed you up in a year.
Yep.
So, ouch. No pressure, Joe Brady. No pressure.
Maybe he needs to come to Atlanta. Hey, Josh, I'm just saying, we get Mike Tomlin and then we get Josh Allen. That's all.
Yeah, Atlanta does have some talent there, but
and we get a quarterback that can throw a ball, and a head coach that can tell him when to throw a ball. But dude, we're good.
So Patrick, well, I'll give you a minute.
Looks good in red. That's all. Hashtag. Mike Tomlin looks good in red. Do it.
Aaron says, before we go to the Broncos, he says, I think Drake May also has one up on Allen because his wife is just a normal person and not a celebrity. Aaron's
give Drake May 2 more years.
Yeah.
He'll find a way to start doing drugs, cheat on his wife, and then enter the picture of Ariana Grande.
He said no additional extracurricular stuff to deal with in May's wife and Holly Steinfeld is. So look, that roster's kind of flawed too for Buffalo. Denver, they fired their offensive coordinator Joe Lombardi after scoring just 7 points in the AFC Championship game, a game that they lost 10-7. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Patrick. I don't know. Look, I'm just sitting here and I'm just an observer of the games. But judging off of that big ass play sheet that Sean Payton holds every game, is Joe Lombardi the play caller? I don't think he's the play caller. I think Sean Payton's the play caller. Am I missing something here? Because I mean,
when you take a whiteboard out there, you hold that up. Yeah, you're the play caller. Yes, Aaron. Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
He's the fall guy. It's like the United States. Why do we have a president? Because we need a fall guy. President's fall guy. Sean Payton need a fall guy, so he hired him a president. That's what he did.
It's wild to me. I mean, he's just like, no, he's gone. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm just watching the games, and all I see is, like you said, I see the whiteboard.
You see Sean Payton out there with a jumbotron, doing the play calls. Yeah, absolutely. I know he's calling the plays. He is not radioing that over to his OC. I can tell you that right now. He is calling the plays.
So normally what happens with that, though, Patrick, is if you decide, and I believe the coach for the Philadelphia Eagles, Nick Sirianni, I think he's in the same boat. When you fire your play caller and you have an offensive background, that's it. There's no one else to fire. So you're pretty much next. If you don't get this thing done, and I know Sean Payton is, he's got a pretty sizable contract. So the contract says Denver will give him every bit of leeway. But when you start making changes to the staff like that, there's nobody else to fire. You're it. Now everything ends with you. So I just thought that was just kind of funny. And of course, look, we're not expecting Sean Payton to fire himself. But come on, dude. You're holding that big old, like you said, you're holding that Jumbotron, and you expect us to believe that the offensive coordinator is calling the plays? Stop, dude. Stop.
Only one person drinks from that Yeti cup. Yeah. We all know. Sean Payton, don't even front. There's only one horse drinking from that lake.
Real quick before we get to the STFU Club, there was some news that Bill Belichick, of course, coach.
This is bullcrap.
Yeah,
right now I call this BS right here.
So of course he was the coach for the New England Patriots, 6-time Super Bowl winner. Apparently, that's not good enough to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. So he did not get the required 40 out of 50 votes from the Pro Football Hall of Fame to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Now, Patrick, we were talking about this before we came on the air, and I am with you. This is beyond insane on the surface. The only thing I could think of for why they would say, no, he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer is all the gates. Spygate, Deflategate, what was the other one?
Win Super Bowl gate.
Yeah.
Because he won, he did that 6 times.
Yeah.
What?
I'm reading that. He said, well, if Bill wasn't on the sugar daddy registry, maybe.
I was going to say, he probably had like 11 daughters that he was playing with, and he missed it by 1 vote because he shouldn't have been messing around with the daughters of the voters, maybe. But, hey, Aaron beat me to it.
Oh, gosh.
Thanks for taking my joke, Aaron.
Oh, gosh.
That was
Malcolm Butler Gate.
Malcolm Butler Gate.
You need to talk to the Seattle Seahawks about that one. Like that, you need to investigate that play call if you're going to investigate anything. Great play by Malcolm Butler to break on that ball, but look, I think we all agree that Marshawn Lynch should have got a carry there. He bailed his check, if you know what I mean.
Oh, okay, Aaron. No more hiatuses from you, man. You gotta make sure you bring those comments every week, man.
No, keep them coming. It's so funny. I may get him bitch Super Bowl 52.
Charles, make some cuts and make sure you get these on some YouTube shorts, please.
Yeah, absolutely. That is coming. That is definitely on the menu. Wow. So yeah, Belichick not a first ballot Hall of Famer. I believe that's probably what happened there. All the gates caught up to him, and
who made the names?
I don't know. I have no idea. I think somebody was just looking for something that was real catchy, And it came down to the footage. So the whole thing with Spygate, you remember the whole thing with Spygate was he was illegally taping practices of the team.
Right.
Like
who came up with the gate? Why are they just finding everything and then just putting a gate on it?
Hey man, we had to bring back the Watergate. You know what it was with Watergate back in the 70s. So now again, people are just like, oh, this sounds fancy. Let's bring back
all the gates. And basically what it was is the person that was doing all the naming was on vacation, and they had to deal with the guy on the bench to do that. And he's like, "Oh, just put a gate on it." Here we are, Spygate, Deflategate. What was it that he said? Malcolm Butler Gate.
Hey, what do we have going on throughout the country right now, Patrick? Snowgate.
Snowgate. Snowgate going on right now.
So I remember with Spygate.
Coaching gate, because everybody's getting fired and hired.
I remember when Spygate first became a thing, I busted out laughing. I said, oh, y'all couldn't think of nothing else.
Couldn't think of anything else. You're going to say Spygate.
I was dying when I first heard that. So yeah, craziness. And I think this will be a conversation that we could continue on. But to me, Patrick, I know we talked about it before we came on net. These Hall of Fames, I'm just not. I'm starting to lose the understanding of what exactly the criteria is for a lot of them now.
Yeah, I mean, I can see where, because it goes back to baseball with all of the whole steroids and all of that stuff. And if you're going to allow people, and I know we're talking about two different sports, but if you're going to allow people to get into baseball with performance enhancing drugs, PEDs, if you're going to allow them to get into baseball like that, and all you're doing is putting an asterisk by their name, then give Bill Belichick his 40 votes, put an asterisk beside his name, and move on. That's just dumb. I wouldn't put an asterisk beside his name because, regardless of how many PEDs this guy had to take to win 6 Super Bowls, just saying.
The scandals are overblown to me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think they're really that big of a deal.
Even, dude, we've talked about this. Like, all those PEDs, yeah, I don't agree with people taking them, right? I don't agree with it. But in baseball, dude, like, I don't care how many steroids you have to take. You still got to hit a 96-mile-an-hour fastball coming at you in half of a freaking second. There's a little skill that goes in there.
With the glorified stick.
With a glorified stick. And on top of that, they got Spidergate going on with all the spider web crap. Sticky gate. That's what it is. I'm just like, you got everybody cheating, and they're like, oh, well, PED gate can't get past. They got to put an asterisk beside their name. I'm like, what does it matter?
And the thing with baseball, Patrick, is again, it's half-assed. It's half-assed.
Hey, you told me to watch my language, and now here you are.
Ass ain't bad. Like, you be saying all like the 4-letter bombs that are terrible.
Like what?
No, I'm not. I love it. I
was going to see if I caught you sleeping. All right,
no, not that time. Not that time. But this one is. It's a halfway rule, because if you're going
to
halfway rule, halfway.
Oh God, you just speaking with the 3-letter words now. Halfway.
Yes.
Halfway.
Yep. But if you're going to,
you're losing your edge.
If you're going to trash can, okay, I'm reading this in the context of Aaron's comment.
Don't put that on Aaron. Do not put that on Aaron.
The new baseball rap song, trash cans and half-ass.
No, put a beat to that.
Gotta figure out the beat to it.
Get Dr. Dre in here. Where's Dr. Dre at? Give us a beat.
Goodness. Get one of those Timberland beats. But you're losing the
Hold on. Remember the Dave Chappelle skit? And all my friends came over and I had Mickey Mouse going on the bass line. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, goodness.
I'm gonna go back and watch that skit tonight. Yeah, tonight. I'm gonna go back and watch that skit.
Patrick, don't be calling me out about my edge. I still got it. A little bit chill. But when you have the guys who did use, or allegedly, you gotta love that word, allegedly.
Oh yeah, because
when you have the guys,
you gotta use it. You gotta use it.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, it puts context in there, and it probably saves us from lawsuits.
Yeah, I'm really not needed. I'm not in a position to get sued.
Yeah, we catch a slander and libel charge or something.
Yeah,
but
what are you gonna get from me?
Yeah.
I'll give you, and I'm not getting paid for this, but I'll give you some aspirin.
There you go. Yeah.
It does have lidocaine in it, though.
Look at you. And so
my neck hurts. I'm just saying.
Yeah. And again, we don't get paid.
And I don't get paid for it, but I am old enough, aspirin. I'll take an NIL deal.
So you can't have the guys who allegedly use PEDs not in the Hall of Fame, and the commissioner who oversaw that era come on in with no questions asked. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, first ballot.
Right.
Come on now.
So Patrick, we have a couple more things there to get into before we get on now. We have a member that we need to introduce into the STFU Club. Now, this guy, and we are talking about the Clemson football coach, Dabo Swinney. There are problems.
This is his second nomination, isn't it?
So that's what I was trying to wonder. Has he been in?
We're going to have to start documenting this.
Yeah, we're going to.
I think this is his second nomination.
Well,
there's only one person that's gotten more nominations than him. No, this is his third.
So I think he's going in because there are probably some things that he has said in the past that warranted him coming in there, but we just weren't doing the STFU Club segment at that time.
Okay. But we need to start documenting it this year. We're gonna, because I know LeBron's been in there for like 20 times. He's like president.
For a fact, LeBron and Draymond Green have been in there. Like,
that is president and vice president right there.
So you could go ahead and put them in there, like that's documented in the brain and on paper.
That does.
So Dabo Swinney, here's what happened here, and maybe after you see this, Patrick, you may say, well, maybe I can see what he's saying here. But here's the context to it. So there is a player by the name of, I just saw it. Where is it? Luke Farrelly. All right, so he is a linebacker who transferred to Clemson from Cal. Apparently, and this is according to Dabo, Ole Miss came a calling and basically said, "Hey, I know you're signed, but what's the buyout?" This text that Swinney is alleging came from Ole Miss coach Pete Golding, saying, "I know you're signed. What's the buyout?" And this is according to the Yahoo Sports article where I'm reading this from. And Swinney says Farrelly's agent said he would turn over incriminating text messages to Clemson from Ole Miss if Clemson agreed to add 1 year and $1 million to Ferrelli's contract, and I assume that is the NIL deal. Apparently, Clemson declined to give him the $1 million. Ferrelli was gone. He's at Ole Miss, and Sweeney is mad. Sweeney was hot because he came through this is on Friday, and he says this. This is the first of 2 quotes I'm going to read here. The first quote was, "If you tamper with my players, I'm going to turn you in. If there are no consequences for tampering, then we have no rules and we have no governments." That was the first text. He goes on to say, "You either step up and you be an example to young coaches in this profession and be people of integrity, or just shut your mouth and don't complain again." That's what I would say to all the coaches out there, because I know this has happened and we're not going to get this, or we're never going to get this under control until we start having some consequences. Number one, who is your governing body? Give me a break with this.
Yeah, for real. Come on.
You're
Number two, it's been Wild Wild West for 4 years. I don't want to hear that crap either.
Yeah.
And number three, we've already discussed this. We have discussed this time and time and time again. This is not about football. This is not about being a role model for these young men. This is about MONEY, period. Period, point blank. That's what it's about. And I will tell you right now, if Pete Golding is pursuing this guy, the way I kind of see it, go and get him.
Well, he got him. He got him.
He got him. It doesn't matter anymore now. When everything went to money and everything is an NIL, it does not matter anymore. There's only one person in this entire world that is going to fix the NIL crap, and that's Lane Kiffin. That's the only person that can do
Lane Kiffin. So Aaron says, dude.
Hold on, you got to go back to the one.
The Dabo one.
Tebow, yeah.
So Dabo is Tim Tebow mixed with a Rhodes Scholar PhD from the Jim Harbaugh School of Pleated Khakis and the awkward era of Kirk Cousins.
Oh God! And you had to put Kirk Cousins in there. Oh my God!
He said nothing like old people trying to control young people in a free country. Period. T. Gotta hit that T.
Yep. Gotta hit that T.
So, and that's another thing. So, Aaron, look, I remember when we were talking about Dabo Sweeney on one of these webcasts, and you had said, "Hey, adopt or die." That's the thing that was because this is what he's not doing. He is too busy trying to call out everything that is wrong with college sports today. And we've talked about it, Patrick. We understand there are some things, particularly with NIL and the transfer portal, that is wild, wild west right now. We acknowledge that. But this is the age of, like you said, money is huge. Money is all over the place here. And if you are one of these coaches who want to continue to do things the old way, then you're not gonna last. And this is why Dabo Sweeney is coming into the STFU Club because this is a classic example of a coach who had some success and does not want to adapt to the new age. So instead of adapting to it, he's gonna find everything wrong with it and try to call it out.
Yep.
I have no sympathy for Dabo. I'm sorry.
No, because what is calling out doing? We've heard this from every coach. Nick Saban, Kirby Smart. I mean, these are the big ones too. Nick Saban, Kirby Smart.
Steve Sarkisian came out and said something.
Sarkisian has said something. Dan Lanning has said something. Signetti has said something. Day has said something. Everybody has said something. It's complaining that leads to nothing. That's the reason why I'm sitting here telling you, like, my personal opinion, the way I look at it. I mean it jokingly, but yet I'm really serious about it because nobody has the money LSU is dishing out to Lane Kiffin right now. Nobody. And if anybody's going to fix it, because Lane Kiffin, if you recall, he has made he's
complained.
He's probably been one of the bigger complainers, minus Dabo, right? And he has complained and nothing happened. So who better to go down to LSU with all of that money that they're willing to give him and start exposing it? Because now he's going to. He got $25 million a year to give out in NIL. Bro, no other school's got that crap. That's insane.
Patrick, LSU is still paying 3 other coaches.
Bro, they're gonna pay 4. They're gonna pay 4 because I'm telling you right now, Lane Kiffin will have a national championship within 3 years because he is going to have NFL players coming out of, like, retiring out of NFL, come back to play college football, and you're going to be like, how the hell does he have Mike Tomlin as his defensive coordinator, and he has name somebody as his OC?
He bought Joe Burrow back to play quarterback.
Yeah, and now Joe Burrow is quarterback with Jamar Chase. How did he get it? And Derrick Henry is their running back. How did they get all of that? Man, Kevin's over there going.
Yeah,
I got money. I got money.
Lane Kiffin is back to Hollywood style Lane Kiffin now. Like full.
Oh yeah.
It's full up in effect. So much for that. And I think I found my home at Ole Miss. So much for that.
Oh yeah. I think I found my home at Ole Miss. I got my girl back. I'm not drinking and doing drugs anymore. Guess what? Now he's in LSU.
Baton Rouge.
He's in Baton Rouge. Lost his wife, and he's drunk and high right now. Taking it and doing the whole Scrooge McDuck thing in his money pit. Swimming on coins because he's filthy rich. And Charles, just remember, he didn't go to LSU for the money.
So
remember that.
So Dabo Sweeney,
you are now nominated in the STFU Club.
Adapt or Die, and welcome to the STFU Club. I do think this is long. I got you. I think this is long overdue.
Yeah.
But
way to go, Dabo. Way to
go. Before we head on out, here's a quick NBA note. The Milwaukee Bucks, so they're struggling. They're 11th place in the Eastern Conference. They're not even in the play-in. And Giannis Antetokounmpo is calling out teammates. But I mean, he can do all the calling out in the world. Yeah, I mean, they're doomed for the start. First of all, they still got Doc Rivers as the head coach. That's a jail sentence right there. And that team is not good. And so now there's a whole bunch of stuff that is coming in on him getting traded. I mean, it happens all the time in NBA circles. Anytime there's a player that is in a smaller market, here comes the media train, ESPN, among others, talking about, whoa, man, let's bring them to New York. Like, so who are you going to trade out of New York? They already don't have a bench. So now it's just going to be Giannis and Jalen Brunson. So what are we talking about here? So
he's injured. Isn't he injured right now?
He has had a bothersome calf strain, and the calf strain's iffy.
When is trade deadline?
February 5th.
5th. Okay.
So next is that next Thursday? Yeah, a week from Thursday. So I mean, look, we talked about it with Ja Morant as well. Someone's going to mess their franchise up trading for Ja Morant as well.
Oh, yeah. Well, he ain't going nowhere. He's injured too.
And so, yeah, and he's hurt too. So, I don't know.
I mean, all the big names are hurt.
Giannis
is hurt. Giannis is hurt. Morant is hurt.
Anthony Davis, man. Oh my God! Like I look that somebody seriously.
Somebody else is hurt too. I can't think of who it is.
Anthony Davis at some point, I don't know. I don't know if he's not drinking enough
Milk.
whey protein drinks because them like it was always hurt. Like,
hey, no. Pickle juice. I'm just saying. Get on the pickle juice. It'll help you.
I don't know.
Just ask Derrick Henry. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, wow. But yeah, the Milwaukee Giannis marriage, it seems like it's probably heading toward the divorce. Now, to Giannis's credit, I mean, at least I haven't heard him say he wants out of Milwaukee. I know there's a lot of people who are talking like it's going to be a done deal. He's going to be traded. His representatives, I guess, is talking to Bucks management. I've heard a lot of that stuff, but it looks bad in Milwaukee, and the organization really has themselves to blame because they decided that they were going to trade for Damian Lillard a couple years back. That wasn't going to work. And then you decide to let go of Chris Middleton. You send him to the Wizards. Lillard can't stay healthy. I mean, that was just a nightmarish trade. And I think the race and the thirst to try to get a title real quick by trying to create super teams has really messed things up in the NBA because just like in football, it's still the ultimate team sport. And I know basketball is about their players more than anything else, but you got to be able to field a team. You try to trade, like if you're the Knicks and you decide to trade for them, it's probably going to be some sort of mix of Karl Anthony Towns, Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, and like these are key players that you have on a team that is, I mean, the Knicks, aren't they first place in the East right now? No, my bad. They're fourth place in the East. The Pistons are first. And
first, and they're dropped to like second best record in the NBA right now.
The Celtics are second in the East. Imagine how they could get, because there's a possibility they could get Jason Tatum back this year because his recovery has been phenomenal, apparently, from this Achilles tear. But they're second right now, behind the Pistons. And I mean, the Knicks, with them being fourth, I mean, goodness gracious, if any year the Knicks are going to do something, you would think it would be this year with Indiana, not what they were, Boston limited, but Jaylen Brown playing at an MVP level. I mean, you would think this would be the year that the Knicks could do something. And here they are floundering around in fourth place, having players-only meetings. And then you're going to trade for Giannis and just have two players on the court? Yeah, come on now.
Oh, I mean, look, trade for Giannis. Give me a call. I'll fill your spot for $500 a year.
Yo, I will let it fly because I'm gonna be wide open with.
Nobody's gonna guard me. They'd be like, "What is this little fat white guy doing over here in the corner?"
Yeah.
Be like, "White chocolate."
Yeah.
Let it rain.
Yeah. Old school. Yeah.
Rain dance.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. You know what? That's a good note to get on out. Before we get out, what is coming up for Pro Athlete?
All right. So we are going to start getting back into filming probably this weekend once it starts warming up a little bit and get past all the rain because we've had a lot of rain down here. And it's been cold. So we're going to try to get some filming in this weekend. So we'll be starting season 4 of Me versus Brantley. Season 4. Yep. We are fixing to start our communications with the Boom Boom Room and get in our Blitz ball game in. Probably going to try to look at probably somewhere around end of next month to get that in. And we still have not. The parents are hard to get a hold of for this because we've been trying to do this for probably 2 months, and it's just cannot get everybody on the same page. But the parents versus kids kickball game, man, we are really trying. I've been really trying to push to get this done, but I haven't gotten anybody to commit to it yet. So I'm going to keep trying. We'll see if we can get that in. But I did add a new segment, I guess, maybe. As you can tell, Aaron had already hit it up. I did start on my YouTube video gaming stream thing. So it is called Ludokinesis. So we started, I started doing that. Brantley's going to be getting on here pretty soon. And then my cousin Cam is going to be getting on. So we're going to start our little band of misfits for Bro Epic and doing some video game streaming. So, but yeah, that's what we got going on.
Any more episodes of Brantley whooping that? No, I can't say it because I don't want you to get.
Because this ain't gonna happen this time. I am going to tear him apart this time. I am 0-2, bro. It's not sitting well with me.
I stopped short of saying
ass.
Yes.
Three letter word. You said it wasn't that bad. So
yeah. I mean, I didn't want you to get loose an F-bomb or something like that.
Oh no, you asked me to watch my language. So I'm trying to watch it.
So, with both of sports, yes, keep an eye on the shorts that are coming. Aaron, if your comments are on there, that is why. There might be 4 or 5 of them from this show alone that we might pop onto the shows. So
yeah, we need to.
So yeah, look out for that, and then we're looking at starting the interviews in March. Feel like it would probably be a good time. Football will be finished. Of course, basketball will be going. March is also March Madness time as well. So there'll still be some things going on. I think it'd be a good time to start bringing people on to talk about how sports helps them with daily life. And so it's a new feature that we're looking at starting and having some interviews with them. And so then we could share stories. And hopefully everyone who gets to watch can find something from those stories, take something from it, and also interact with us while these interviews are going on. So that is what is coming up. And we hope you continue to tune in. For everybody who has been tuning in. Aaron, of course, thanks a lot for the comments you're bringing, and for everyone else who is tuned in and have been watching from the beginning, or maybe you coming on new. We thank you for that as well. And stick with us because the best is yet to come. So with that concludes this edition of the Both of Sports webcast. And that is what we are breathing on for this evening. Y'all make sure y'all visit the Both of Sports YouTube channel, smash that subscribe button, and follow the Both of Sports Facebook page. Everybody take care. Have a great rest of the week. Stay warm because all of us are under a snowpack basically right now. And take care of yourself. Take care of yourself and stay safe. We'll be back next week. Y'all take care.
And go Dogs. Oh.